Good morning, ma'am. I am Divine Ikaga from BSW2C, and I will be reporting about diversity perspectives. Our learning outcomes for this topic is first, define what is diversity perspectives. Second, to know the importance of diversity perspectives. And third, understand what are the four types of diversity. Okay, first, what is diversity perspectives? Diverse perspectives requires the ability to recognize the origins and influences of one's cultural heritage and identity in order to engage and learn from perspectives and experiences from different one's own. The goal of diverse perspective is to develop the capacity to understand the interrelationships between multiple perspectives such as personal, social, cultural, disciplinary, environmental, gendered, economic, local, and global. Contributions to global knowledge and to specific fields of study. It also includes, but is not limited to, understanding the perspectives from the standpoint of race, ethnicity, nationhood, gender, sexual identity, religion, class, and from the position of those with varying abilities. Okay, diverse perspective requires self-awareness, intellectual flexibility, and broad knowledge and enables perception of the world through the eyes of the others. This includes, but this is not limited to, the awareness and understanding of the customs, practices, methodologies, and viewpoint of varied cultures, individuals, and identities. When we say diversity, diversity means a range of people with various racial, ethnic, socioeconomic, and cultural backgrounds and various lifestyles, experience, and interests, having a variety of individuals and points of view represented in the department. Diversity is a group of people who are different in the same place. The example of diversity is the internal diversity include race, ethnicity, age, nation of origin, gender, identity, sexual orientation, or physical ability. Okay, importance of the diversity perspectives. The importance in social worker, the importance is a social worker has to come to the client level and start from there. The client does not have to come to the social worker's level. In order for this to happen, the social worker has to know the importance of culture, race, gender, sexual diversity, and other forms of diversity to make the best decision of choosing a type of intervention. Understanding the client's culture, race, gender, sexual diversity, and other form of diversity is important because they affect each person differently. It is important to promote diversity because good equality and diversity practices make sure that the services provided to people are fair and accessible to everyone. They ensure that people are treated as equals, that people get the dignity and respect they deserve and their differences are celebrated. Okay, the four types of diversity perspective is first, external diversity. The four types of second, the external diversity. Third, organizational diversity. And the last is worldview diversity. Okay, the four types of diversity, to further define diversity, is to understand the factors that can play into diversity. Some things are visible in the outside, but others are just part of the way people were born. These distinctions are the grounds for how the four categories of diversity were created. A good way to think of the four types of diversity is as dimensions or classifications that each hold their own list of different applicable subsets. Okay, first types of diversity perspective is the internal diversity. Internal diversity characteristics are ones related to situations that a person is born into. They are things that a person didn't choose for themselves or impossible for anyone to change. The example of the internal diversity is race, ethnicity, age, national origin, sexual orientation, cultural identity, assigned sex, gender identity, physical ability, mental ability. Okay, the second external diversity is in the context of the diversity, the term external is used to describe things that are related to a person but aren't characteristics that a person was born with. While external diversity can be heavily influenced by other people and their surroundings, even forcibly, so they ultimately are aspects that a person can change and often do over time. Some examples of external diversity include personal interests, education, appearance, citizenship, religious beliefs, location, familial status, relationship status, socioeconomic status, and the last is life experiences. Okay, third, organizational diversity. Organizational diversity, also called functional diversity, relates to the differences between people are assigned to them by an organization. Essentially, these are the characteristics within a workplace that distinguish one employee from another. Regardless of your position or the pay you receive, any form of work that you do may help solidify your belonging to an organization. Whether you're working for a private, nonprofit, public sector, or governmental organizations, and even if you do volunteer work for free, you are a part of an organized group. This could be as small as a group of two or anything higher as long as it's more than one independent person that constitutes an organization. However, there are different subsets within organizational diversity which include job function, place of work, management status, employment status, pay type, seniority, union affiliation. Okay, the fourth type of diversity perspective is worldview diversity. The fourth type of diversity is commonly known as worldview, even though there are a multiple of factors that come together to form our worldview, including our external, in, internal, and organizational diversity characteristics. At the end of the day, everyone has a worldview that they align with. Worldview diversity is another diversity type that changes with time. We conceptualize the world differently as we have new experiences and learn more about ourselves and each other. There are still nuances within our worldviews, but some examples include political beliefs, political beliefs, moral compass, outlook on life, and last is epistemology. And that's all for today. Thank you.